He's only running the Preakness once. He was last on Waterbank back in 1982. Moving along to number two. Number two is the favorite in the Preakness, Easy Goer. His owner, Ogden Phipps, was second in this race with Dapper Dan in 1965, second with King Cole in 1941. He's never won it. In fact, Mr. Phipps has never won any Triple Crown race. Shug McGee, the trainer, Pat Day, he won with Hank's Prospect here and set the track record and the stakes record. Sired by the great Alidar. Number three is Pulverizing, the long shot in the field, owned by Arnie and Sylvia Heft. Arnie Heft, a long time ago, was an NBA referee, but he says he's having a lot more fun now. The jockey is Alan Stacy, a local rider here. Excuse me. Yes, that's Alan Stacy. Number four has been scratched, awe-inspiring. Number five is Rock Point, from the Brookmead stable. Many years ago, Brookmead was one of the dominant stables in racing under Isabel Dodge Sloan. They won this race in 1950 with Bold earlier, with High Quest in 1934, but now Brookmead stable under Mrs. Sloan's niece and her husband, George Cheston, has exactly one horse. And this is it, Rock Point. He's the fresh horse in this race. He didn't go in the Derby. He was second in the Wood Memorial, and some people like him very much. Trained by Sid Waters, who trained Hoist the Flag. Number six is Dancel. Dancel, owned by John Franks, ridden by Larry Snyder. Snyder in his first Preakness at age 46. He's been riding for 29 years. That is Dancel, winner of the Arkansas Derby, fourth in the Kentucky Derby. Number seven is Houston, still the mystery horse. Trained by Wayne Lucas, he of the bad back. He's had a tough spring all the way so far. Ridden now by a new rider, Angel Cordero Jr. He's a Maryland bred, about 15 miles up Interstate 83 toward York, PA, Ross Valley Farm of Ben and Eleanor Sparrenberg. Houston, could this be the day? Number eight is Sunday Silence. He'll be getting an inferiority complex. They couldn't sell him. He almost died. He was second choice in the Derby. Now he's second choice again. But he's the only one who could win the Triple Crown. You know everything else about him by now, I think. Still at 5-2. Number nine, and rounding out the field, a horse who gave a very good account of himself in the Kentucky Derby, the other Maryland bred in the field. Two Maryland breds, all the others were bred in Kentucky. This is Northern Wolf. He's owned by three psychiatrists, Doctors Hoffman, Cahill, and Meeks, trained by Hank Allen, who used to play for the Washington Senators, baseball player, brother of Dick Allen, better-known baseball player, and ridden by Jojo Ladder, who got a suspension out of the Kentucky Derby, although he gave the horse in the end a very good ride. He was sixth in the Kentucky Derby.
A current idea of how the market in America is moving. Easy Goer, a very warm order favourite there in America, Jim.
Certainly is. I think most people agree that on the muddy going, he hasn't been able to show his true form, and also the fact that Sunday Silence has had these injury worries during the week. I think that's the...
Sorry for the horse and rider drawn one, having to sit patiently while all the others are getting loaded up.
It can be a very long wait if some horse does tend to play up, and as you can see there, they're loading them in stall order, 1, 2, 3. Not the same here in Europe, of course. They put them in at random. Bad horses or horses who possibly are a little fractious in the stalls, they go in last. I'm sure they have some sort of a procedure like that, but it is interesting to see them loaded numerically.
Well, they're all nearly loaded up now. The 114th running of the Preakness, and calling us through it, Dave Johnson.
The Derby winner is next.
One back on the outside, everybody relax.
Just Northern Wolf, the roan colt. We're ready to go, all in line. And they're off, and Pulverizing quickly jumps to the lead. Houston on the outside in second. Dancel between them third. Northern Wolf on the outside is fourth, and Sunday Silence is right there and now fourth, moving up between horses. Passing the stands for the first time. Northern Wolf takes the lead by a head. Houston with Cordero on the inside, saving ground in second. Pulverizing has dropped back to be third. Then on the outside, it's Sunday Silence fourth. Easy Goer on the outside is fifth at this point, 3.5 lengths off the lead. Larry Snyder with Dancel at the rail is next. Then comes Rock Point, and 3 lengths back to the trailer Hawkster, who is 15 lengths off the leader, who is now Houston as they move on to the backstretch. The first quarter in 23 2/5 seconds. It's fast, but not that fast. Down the backstretch, Houston with Cordero leading the pack by 3 lengths. Northern Wolf is second, and now the Kentucky Derby winner. On the outside, Sunday Silence takes second, and here comes Easy Goer with a quick move on the outside with Pat Day. Going down the backstretch, it's Houston in front by a head. Easy Goer, the favorite, up back to challenge. Sunday Silence between horses in tight quarters there. Back into third. Dancel is fourth. Northern Wolf fifth. Rock Point on the outside sixth. Pulverizing has had it. He's back to seventh, and Hawkster hasn't started to run. Midway on the turn. Dancel on the outside to the front. On the outside, here comes Sunday Silence to challenge. Now they're heads apart. Sunday Silence with Pat Valenzuela takes the lead at the quarter pole. Easy Goer back into second position. Dancel coming on third in the stretch. On the outside, it's Sunday Silence. On the inside, Easy Goer. And down the stretch they come. On the outside, it's Sunday Silence. Easy Goer with Pat Day. Back to challenge. Heads apart. Easy Goer on the inside with a slight lead. On the outside, Sunday Silence. The rest of them far back. Here's the finish of the Preakness. Sunday Silence and Easy Goer. Photo finish. Noses apart. I can't tell. But on the outside, Sunday Silence with Pat Valenzuela. He's waving his whip like he thinks he won it. The time, 1:53 and 4/5 seconds. A dramatic photo finish. Either Sunday Silence on the outside, the winner of the Derby, who will try to make it 2 steps to the Triple Crown, or Easy Goer at the rail with Pat Day. What a finish!
Dave, we have seen the race that everybody wanted to see here today.
He was game fighting back. There you see as they turn for home. They'd taken the lead away from Houston, and Sunday Silence made a big move on Easy Goer, who had made a big move going into the turn. And as they turned for home, I mean, you can't call the finish here. These two colts are head and head, tooth and tooth.
Unofficially, it is Sunday Silence. Go ahead, Charlie.
Here they come with it. Just a very game battle between the two. Both riders going. Pat Valenzuela going for a right-handed stick. He's in close. Easy Goer's along the rail. They're just eyeball to eyeball, these two. And Easy Goer, you know, down along the rail there. Maybe that's not the best spot, but both riders riding hell-bent. And here they come. 2 of them together. It's a bob of the head all the way to the wire. Sunday Silence. What a game, colt. They're both game. I mean, this is a storybook finish. This is the one we waited for.
This is horse racing, and it could, in fact, be Alydar and Affirmed all over again, going in all 3 of the Triple Crown races.
With the result the same.
Really exciting one. I don't think you could ever hope for a more thrilling race, and 2 outstanding colts I'm sure we're watching. Head on. Let's see if they do come into contact. On the extreme right in the red cap is Easy Goer. In the yellow sleeves and cap is Sunday Silence. There's not much room there, as you can see, at all, and they're nicely clear of the others. Now, at this stage, let's see if Sunday Silence, they are making contact there, you can see. He's using the whip in the right hand, Pat Valenzuela. They have touched there. Now, it's a question of whether he's intimidating and laying in on top of Easy Goer. As you can see, there certainly is scrimmaging there, and I would say there's every possible chance here that the stewards could view it that way. So as they go to the post, as you can see, they are definitely making contact, and that horse on the left, Sunday Silence, is definitely
to lose the race on an objection, having answered every criticism.
Well, there is an enormous amount at stake, an enormous amount at stake to stay alive for the Triple Crown and the $5 million bonus. He has to win this race. Easy Goer, of course, was out to avenge the defeat of the Kentucky Derby. This is the point down the back stretch where I thought we were going to see a Secretariat-type performance from Easy Goer when he loomed up and went past Sunday Silence. He got a little bit of a check there, as you can see. But here, he moves up on the outside, and these 2 colts settle down for the most thrilling stretch battle you're ever likely to see. On the outside, Sunday Silence, the yellow sleeves and cap. Easy Goer on the far side, black sleeves and a red cap, and they are going fighting tooth and nail right to the line. And as we could see on the head-on, there was definitely contact made.
But yet the Americans are a little bit easier about that sort of thing than we are over here.
Well, I'm not actually sure about the stewards there at Pimlico and Baltimore, whether they're any more lenient than they would be elsewhere. But certainly, if this had happened in Europe, if it had, Easy Goer would definitely be getting the race, I would definitely say.
So, high drama as we wait.